name is Dave Jones. I'm a ghost voice enthusiast. I've been recording ghost voices for more than a decade. What are these voices and who is creating them? No one knows for certain, but they do exist and are intelligent on many occasions. I've captured over 15,000 ghost voices on over 400 paranormal investigations. I can literally go anywhere on the planet and capture ghost voices. Thus, it is my opinion that the world is haunted.
There's nobody here, you know what I mean? What we just had happen is really happening.
Hey, what's happening? This is Dave from Project Paranormal Investigations. I was talking with Spectres Paranormal out of Montreal, Quebec, and they're getting ready to go sometime soon to Waverly Hills Sanatorium. So I thought, well, man, I started looking at my stuff, and I don't have anything posted for Waverly. We did go. I was with ParaVzionz. We went in 2010. It was back before I became, decent at recording audio. So I actually put my, I went ahead and grabbed my archives, looked in there. I found some old audio that I can convert. They're in the .voc file format, which is real old. It's the RCA format. So I got to do all the conversion stuff. I had one file converted, started listening to it, and I did pick up some EVPs that I'd never heard before. Capture. It was an absolute shitty recorder. I highly suggest you don't buy the RCA. Again, Olympus and Sony, old ones, old voice recorders. But anyway, so I do have a video that Brett Dennis put together for us. It's really, really nice. It was 2010 when we went to Waverly. The video itself is really cool. But as far as evidence goes, we really didn't capture anything to show. All we have is tons of personal experiences from being there. But there's two members of our team, ParaVzionz. That would be Beth and Susan. And they were there, I think, 2 years previously. So in this video, I included two of the video clips that they sent me with actual evidence. One is that traditional ball play that you get, I believe it's on the 5th floor, where the kids were kept. I think it's in that area. And I think the ball that they used is the ball that they have there. That old blue ball, if you guys remember that, if anybody's been there. So I have the video clip here of that, and I also have a video clip of Susan was filming room 502, and something crosses in front of the camera. Now I played, I took my software and I tried multiple filters to try to get it to bring it out, because she says it looks like a cloud of smoke or like mist that goes by the camera, and she's looking through the viewfinder in an old high 8. So when it goes by, she sees something and she makes that comment. But what you see is, I see almost, it looks like a figure walking by, or maybe a couple of figures or something. It's really bizarre, but it's unexplainable. I mean, I don't know what it is, but so I took 3 different shots of it. I put 3 different filters on it just to see if it could bring it out, so you can tune into it. But anyway, I'll just let the video play and stop rambling. And also, I wanted to say that if anybody goes to Waverly Hills, protect yourself. Be super careful. Take a medium. Don't play around. It's super traumatic energy that will make you sick. Absolutely. Our whole team was out of it for a couple of weeks. Nobody was talking to each other. A couple that we invited that went with us actually got a divorce, and the gentleman almost died from his illness. So, we just, after that, we were like, we'll leave that alone. That sort of investigation is far too intense. And some of the personal experiences, like with Susan and I, when we were there, we had the same sort of experience. She's a sensitive and I'm more empathic. So looking down some of those corridors, I think it might have been on the 4th floor, when we were looking down the corridor, you could see like the ambient light from outside come in, And so you could see like people peeking out of the doorways. And we saw a little kid, or I was looking, and I was like thinking to myself, man, I see a little kid peeking out from the door down on the right. And then Susan came up behind me and says, do you see that little boy? And I was like, are you talking about the little one peeking out of the doorway there? You know, how many doors down do you see it? You know, it's like 5 doors down. And we were looking at the same little boy. And it was brutal. We both started tearing up. And it's super intense. And all I'm saying is be prepared for it, because it's a game changer. Just have a lot of respect for those spirits there. If you communicate with them, no provoking, don't do any of that stuff. Also, I'm trying to find my old Waverly footage, because I remember, you know, we had high cams and we put them all over the place. But there are tons of bats there, and we found that these bats were as wide as our back, and we didn't even know they were near us at all. We didn't hear them, couldn't smell them, you could feel the breeze when they flew past. But when we looked at the cameras later, when we were reviewing the evidence, it was super creepy. And I wished to God I had that footage, because it was, we couldn't believe it when we were reviewing the footage. And just watching those bats were just flying around our faces, and we had no clue, none at all. So, and also people might mistake that as shadow play. You know, oh, I saw a shadow. Well, it was actually a bat flying around your head, and you just didn't happen to know that it was there. So, anyway, have fun at Waverly and be super safe. Take mediums with you and lots of protection, and have fun. That's the most important thing. Peace, love, and light. See you later.
I'm going to kick it down the hall a little bit. Can you bring it back to me? Bring the ball back to me?
If you're really here, will you do that for us, please?
We've got little kids too. I've got a little 3-year-old boy. His name's Cole. What's your name? Move the ball for us, bring it up here. Or maybe kick it down the hall a little more. Is it moving? It's moving. Oh, it's moving good.
It's moving a lot.
Move it down the hall a little more for me. There's absolutely no one right here.
Beth, sorry, I've got to okay.
There you go. There you go.
You're doing
Push it
good.
down the hall. Can you do that for me? Give me a big kick. That is awesome.
You are really doing wonderful.
Awesome means great. That's how we say nifty.
You're just lonely up here, are you, huh?
Thank you. That's incredible. That's fantastic. Do that again.
Can you tell us what your name is?
You're just lonely up here, aren't you?
Will you stand next to the bottle? Let me take a picture of you.
We would really like it if you'd show up in our pictures. Will you do that for us, please? You've really done great moving the ball around.
Beth, I have to get some of these pictures from you. Oh my goodness.
What?
I just saw like a fog go from here over to there.
In the camera or
In my video camera. Oh my goodness.
What?
I just saw like a fog go from here over to there.
In the camera or
In my video camera. Oh my goodness.
What?
I just saw like a fog go from here over to there.
In the camera or
In my video camera.
Hello everyone, my name is Brian Hensley, lead investigator with ParaVzionz.
Hello, my name is Lee Allen, founder of ParaVzionz.
And I'm Dave Jones, co-founder of ParaVzionz.
This building you see behind me, the infamous Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
And it is a great opportunity for us tonight. Not only is it our crew's first time here, but we are going to try some techniques and gear that we have that no one has ever tried here before.
This is our night at Waverly Hills.
It's our turn at Waverly.
So sit back, relax, and hold on, and enjoy our night at Waverly Hills.
We got plenty of time.
This is where Elizabeth Beecher, Jane Ann Hurley are said to be haunted. This is EVP Session 1 at Waverly Hills. It's 10:23 on the 4th floor in room 418. This is the room that's notoriously haunted by Elizabeth Beecher and Jane Ann Hurley. This is EVP Session 1. Elizabeth Beecher, are you here with us? Elizabeth Beecher, could you come to room 418? Jane Ann Hurley, could you come talk to us, please? You'll see some lights in the center of the floor. All you have to do is walk around them, talk casually, as clean as you can.
We have a K2 which picks up any electromagnetic fields, any energy goes by other than the human that's living, it'll pick up. These lights will change colors. This little device here is called an RF, radio frequency. So a lot of people don't use these when they use the K2. So if this beeps, we know we're not getting paranormal. But if the K2 spikes alone, we know we're getting paranormal. Also, we use digital voice recorders, and we use analog voice recorders for EVPs. Also, we have a device on the phone that Deb has, and it's an Ovilus. It's basically just like a voice recorder, but it's actually picking up words, and it'll bring words to her that she can hear.
Well, I would always hear stories from my family and my friends ever since I was a little kid, and ever since then I've just been intrigued. Anything having to do with ghosts and being able to come to Waverly and actually experience things, this is a really, really great experience for me. And Waverly is known around the world as being one of the most haunted places around.
If you can hear me, I brought you something you're really going to like. One of the techniques we're going to try here, some of the new gear that we're going to use. This is a 250,000 volt Van de Graaff generator. It generates 250,000 volts. You constantly get shocks. It's just like when you were a kid, you went to the Science Museum, you put your hands on these and your hair stands up because of all static electricity. So what we're using this for is a power source for spirits to use to allow them to manifest. We're going to try this for a while here on the 4th floor and see if we can get one of the known spirits here to manifest.
We're here on the 1st floor where recently they've had something that they call a creepy crawler up running around on the ceiling, so we're going to try to capture that tonight.
Hey crawler, are you here? Why don't you come and say hi? We want to know who you are.
You hear a biofilm?
Hey guys.
It's our understanding that at one point you possibly picked up a camera and shook it, and you actually pushed a lady off a ladder. Well, I'm right here, as is Nick. Feel free to give us a push at any time. Just then, I'm standing on top of this platform here, and as I'm staring out to the left-hand side, there's a doorway right over here. I distinctly seen a full shadow go from left to right in front of the door.
So what we need you to do, I need you to come out here and play with all this stuff. Walk around. That's it. That's good. Look at it. Woo! Look at the pretty lights.
Shivering I crawled inside of you, fighting warmth among other comforts I should refrain. Senses on their knees, you become my sight. Failures are dark, colorful, now fade. Grey and gasping in contrast to you, to you.
patients would die, they would bring them down here, and along the path that you're on now, they had a pulley system where they would take the dead bodies down.
What we're going to do, we're going to try a different technique, or what we call a period reenactment. Obviously this was a hospital, and I'm Dr. Jones. We have a patient and we have a nurse. So what we're going to do is we're going to come through here acting like it's a normal day at the hospital, and we're going to try and see if we can draw something out. Nurse Wilson, could you take his vitals? Here you go.
Yes.
If there are any other nurses here, we need some help down here. This guy is critical. We're going to stack patient. We need help. Dr. Jones, please, somebody. All doctors, nurses. So we are groaning and making a lot of noise. Is this kind of... You guys notice this?
Why are they saying
Wait.
we interrupting them?
No, come here, listen.
Oh, right here. Whoa, don't you hear that? Yeah. I heard help.
Help! We need help!
Hang on, guys.
This is Dr. Jones. I'm looking for Dr. Kynes. We have a patient we need to tend to stat, or he's not going to make it. What we did is we went down the hallway, then we came back to the operating room. And as soon as we got in here, not only could you tell there was a pressure change, but we're all of a sudden smelling like a baby powder, sort of. Can you smell that? It's like a surgical room.
There's so much spirit activity here that I literally can't focus on one spirit at a time because there's just so much going on. But I was trying to describe to people, it's like walking through a mall at Christmas time because they're walking past me, bumping into me. It's really, really amazing. All the spirit activity. I've never encountered any place like this before on investigations.
Shivering I crawl inside of you, finding warmth among other comforts I should